Hey, mighty men of God, Joe Martin here with Real Men Connect, where we help good men become great men God's way by providing them with real answers to real problems in the real world. Guys, as you can see, I'm dressed in a tie today. I'm actually where am I? I'm in Pennsylvania, on my way to Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, via Pittsburgh. If you're not familiar with Punxsutawney, it's actually where they do the Groundhog's Day thing. Well, you heard about it, right? Well, anyway, I'm on my way to speak to a group of college students, and I wanted to shoot this video because I wanted to actually share with you a highlight of my message to them today. And it's about writing your story. And the truth of the matter is, everybody has a story. And most people don't realize that we hear that you can't judge a book by its cover, but I also say you can't judge the book by the first chapter. And so they invited me to come in and speak to these young people, these college students, about sort of like, for lack of a better way of putting it, flipping the script. Because their story is not turning out very well because they're struggling academically, they're struggling personally and socially. And so they want me to kind of help them rewrite their script. And so I'm basically going to talk to them about 3 things that we can do to rewrite our script. And that's what I'm going to share with you very quickly, give you the short version of it. And basically, I'm going to share with them that there's 3 things we can do to rewrite our script. When I say rewrite our script, because the question I'm going to ask them is, are you writing your story, or is someone else writing your story for you? Are you writing your story, or is someone else writing your story for you? Is your story getting better or worse with every chapter? Is it getting better or worse with every chapter? Or do you need to flip the script? So I'm going to share with them 3 ways on how to do that, and here's how you do it. Number 1, I'm going to share with them that in order to rewrite your story and to make it the story that you want it to become is, 1, you have to own your story. You have to own it. Now, when I talk to them about owning it, basically what I'm going to tell them is about not making excuses, accepting responsibility. Stop blaming other people for their failures, for why their story is not turning out so well right now. Because we all have a past. We all have a story, like I said. And the thing is that we may have a lot of things that's happened to us in the past that may explain our current behavior, but it doesn't excuse our current behavior. So I'm going to let them know that they can't make excuses. They have to accept responsibility. Of course, when I talk to them, I'm going to share with them some illustrations and stories of that. But here's the second thing. So 1, you must own your story. Number 2, you must want the end of your story more than the average person. Now, I'm probably going to clean up a little bit better than that and how I just said it to you. But you have to want it. You have to want it more than the next person. And what I'm going to challenge them on is that I'm going to ask them, are they really ready to get to the end of the story that they want to write? In other words, we want a lot of things, but most of us are not willing to pay the price for what we want. We say we want it, but all we're really basically saying that we hope that we get it, that we're wishing that we get it, we're praying that we get it, but we're not willing to put in the work that's necessary. Do you want it more than the next person? In other words, are you more committed to sleeping than succeeding? Are you more committed to social media than minding your own business? Are you more committed to playing or making a plan for your life? And so I'm going to challenge them on that. Do they really want it? How bad do they really want it? And the last thing I'm going to tell them about rewriting their script is, one, you got to own it. Then you got to accept responsibility for it. You have to be able to want it more than the other person does, and you have to be willing to grind for it. But the last one is probably going to be the toughest one for them. Is, are they willing to be the end of their story? Now, when I say are they willing to be the end of this story, in other words, what I'm asking them is, are they already acting as if they're already capable of the person they're capable of becoming? Now, what I mean by that is, are they able to tell someone, follow me and be what I'm becoming? Are they able to tell someone to do what I'm doing to get to the end of my story? Are they willing to tell another person, build what you see me building? So in other words, are they becoming the end of this story? See, it's one thing to say what you want. It's another thing to say what you're going to do. But are you leading by example or excuses? So guys, I wanted to shoot that quick video. I hope that, as short as it was, that it'll bless you. But if so, please share this message with someone else who wants to rewrite their script. Guys, we know that we're males by birth, but we are men by choice. So we must always make the choice. Always make the choice to become the kind of man that God has called and created us to be. Because a male is a terrible thing to waste. Until next time, I'll talk to you soon. Be blessed and stay in his grip.